We all love a good surprise, but how about opening up an email to find an unexpected $3 million surprise? Not every day you open up an email, and why don't you tell us what you got?
So I opened up an email and found out that Mackenzie Scott loves what we're doing here in Oakland and once we got on the phone call, because the email basically said that they wanted to schedule a call with us. And after the call, we learned that she was granting us $3 million to keep doing and growing the work that we've been doing here in Oakland.
What was your reaction? I mean, at first you had some hint that there would be some anonymous person that was looking into the organization, but that was months ago, right?
Yes. So a few months ago, we did receive an email that an anonymous donor had heard about our work, impressed with our work. And then there was a due diligence. So we had some interviews. There were like documents that they got from us, interviews that they did with other folks. I think they probably went through our website and all of our media things. But we were told, hey, we're putting together this due diligence and it's not guaranteed that you guys will get funded. I just felt good at the time that we were even being looked at in that kind of way. Right. And then you can imagine with the busy fall season, it was sort of in the back of my mind, right? But I had forgotten about it for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, a few weeks ago, we get what they call the email. And I was like, ah!
And she really made good on her promise. I mean, she said that she was going to give some of the divorce settlement, a lot of money, to nonprofits, and one of them happened to be yours. And it was a generous $3 million donation. And obviously, that can be spent unrestricted, however you want. So what do you think you'll do? Obviously, for the Oakland Reach, it will go in millions of directions for the kids.
Yes. So our main priority is, you know, and Juliet, you've highlighted this before, when COVID hit, you know, we had been doing some great policy and advocacy work, but we built the virtual hub. And through that hub, we really got to do something amazing, which was teach our kids how to read, right? It seems like such a basic right, even coming off of Black History Month, but so many kids in Oakland, so many kids across the country are not on grade level in reading, and even worse in math. And so by building these sort of educational models with literacy and math, and actually investing in the folks in the community to be like literacy coaches, we're hoping in the future math liberators, we are ready to like change the education system and really put the people closest to the issue, really giving them the power and tools to do it. So this funding is going to really help seed us to grow this within Oakland and across the country. We have districts, we have organizations who are really interested in our model of liberation for families.
And we should say that Oakland Reach actually started 5 years ago, but it really picked up pace during the virtual hub. And how many students are you helping right now? And talk about also the parent involvement.
So right now, our work at some level is having an impact on about 950 students across Oakland, and that's district and charter families. And parents are at the center of this. I mean, this hub was built around what parents want and need. You know, I always tell folks that like you put in front of a parent like options for their children, they're going to pick the skies and the stars. It doesn't matter where the child may be academically at that time or what's going on, but parents and guardians want the best for their kids. So when you build a hub that is coming from the needs and aspirations of families, regardless of socioeconomics, you get stuff like the hub, right? And so what the hub, and the spirit of the hub was like, hey, you know what? We're about to go through this pandemic. And this thing is set up to be bad for everybody, but really be bad for folks who are low income, right? And we were like, no, we're going to build something that help our families thrive in this moment and not just survive, you know? And we did that. I believe we have delivered on that promise and we'll keep delivering on that promise. And Mackenzie Scott's donation will allow us to like really dig in, you know?
If you saw her in person, I can only imagine what you would do.
Well, I'd probably do to her the same thing I did when I bumped into Ben Stiller in Washington Park about 20 years ago, 8 months pregnant. I would probably run after her and chase her down, and she'd be like, and try to hug her, and she'll be like, this is this crazy woman. So yes, I would totally hug her and just tell her that like she's making a big difference. And we just really appreciate the way she's doing it, and the amount of trust that she's putting in organizations to do the work that they need to do and do it now. I think there's something to be said, Juliet, about like timing, making it so that we could just focus on the work. Thank you, Mackenzie. Thank you.
Absolutely. So checks in the mail, or how does that work?
Well, when you have that phone call, that is pretty much it. You get a grant letter and then those funds are transferred to you. So you do not have to go through a lot of hoops. It is unrestricted. You can spend in a year, 5, 10, but those funds are sent to you pretty soon after you have that phone call.
I love it. And it's like we were saying earlier, you have to learn to read before you can read to learn. So if these kids don't have that basic skill, they can't move on. And then in the math area, we were talking about the STEM programs don't do any good if these kids don't even have their math skills down.
You have said it right, Juliet. So if these kids do not get the basic reading skills that they need by 3rd grade, not only are they not going to be able to do math when it comes to word problems and things of that nature, all of these supplemental programs aim to bring students of color who are performing lowest when it comes to math and reading don't even have a shot. So it's great to have it, but it's not accessible. And that's our work. Like, we're not called Reach for nothing, right? We reach, we grab, we bridge. We need to make these sort of opportunities realistic for our communities, because honestly, Juliet, right now, they're not. If you look at the data, they're not.
And you are partnering with Oakland Unified. They're partnering with you, I should say.
Yes, they are.
As a resource.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And we're looking to expand our partnership with them. So yes, we are at the table together.
Well, can't wait to see how outreach grows, and let's stay in touch. And
yes, a lot to come.
congratulations.
All right. Thank you.